Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Naturally, when some threat like this is there, everyone tends to feel some anxiety, some nervousness about it. It covers the news, it is all around you, and the threat seems very relevant. In the situation like this, it is important to maintain your sadhana as well as the good health practices. There is nothing else to do. But maintain your awareness and health practices, which are well known what they are, and deepen in your sadhana. You have known for many years that difficult times would come. There is an imbalance in the world. Dharma and prema have been lost. Prama is lost. The balance in society is lost. The population is very large of human beings. The exploitive psychology has reached its tipping point. It is that very exploitive psychology that has caused this illness because of the mistreatment of animals. This illness has arisen. It is part and parcel of the lack of dharma in the world. When there is imbalance on the planet, it will manifest in different types of difficulties, whether it be storms, fires, floods, plagues, or even human disasters and wars. The polarization of people, as people realize that there is trouble, becomes extreme. There are those who think that they can deny what is happening and it is somehow somebody else's fault, and if they return to what was, they will be safe, which is a psychology you know will not work. And there are those who are attempting to cope with and find solutions to the problems that are arising. There are bound to be financial ramifications of such problems and collapses in the financial markets. There may be food shortages after some time. Some parts of the earth will become uninhabitable. And there will be masses of people storming the borders, attempting to find safety. These are difficult times to come. And they are not in the distant future. Nor have they reached their apex. They are only beginning. Not everyone will survive them. This is the fact. Deepen in your sadhana, for all this that is happening has already been written, and you are not, cannot be destroyed with your body. But many are the bodies you have had. These will fall away at one point or another, either through natural means or through these difficulties. But you are an immortal soul. And you take these bodies like clothing that you put on in the morning. That they fall away is a natural part of their existence. When there are imbalances in the harmony of the planet and Dharma has been lost, there are bound to be efforts by the Mother Nature to bring the laws of nature into balance and to bring harmony. The violent nature of this change and the loss of life that it entails cannot be seen simply from the horror of the moment. It must be seen from the larger perspective that, as Krishna told Arjuna, all involved has already occurred. It has been written. Your role in it is also written. This is the way of destiny. The outcome you should know and keep in your hearts will be positive. Humanity will survive, will learn a great lesson. Harmony will be restored to this planet, and the advancement of people will go on into subtle and more profound technologies. people will traverse the stars, become part of the network of those star traveling societies. The future of humanity here is bright. The future of the planet is bright. But the shakeup that is going on is bound to be difficult. You are all eternal souls. This is simply one form you have taken. When it falls away, you return to your loved ones in a different realm. And you will take form again at the proper time. Some of you may outlive all of these disasters and die of natural causes. Others will not. But you should not be afraid. Such is the nature of human life. Bodies arise, grow, live a time, and pass. This is a natural process, and you are immortal. You are not the body that passes. So don't be afraid, because this is just the natural process. Whether it be wars that trigger the world, or plagues, or natural disasters. These have gone on throughout history. This world is now one world. Though there are different governments, the world must come together to solve these problems. And this is the first big challenge where people must recognize the international nature, as the economy is international as well. And internationally, the economic ramifications must be resolved. Do not be afraid. Those who have wanted to return to the past and blame the future on others, thinking they can solve it by returning to what was, their time is very limited. The facts of what is happening will dispose them. So in such a time as this, whether it be from plague or from the natural disasters or from human fighting, it is best to do sadhana, to teach others sadhana, to take the perspective that is larger than the moment. As Lord Krishna said to Arjuna, all this is already determined. So knowing this, knowing you are greater than the momentary changes, returning to the silence of the eternal. Find the love that is great, that is the harmony which holds the whole of this planet and the cosmos together. Strengthen that harmony. That will be a great service in the world right now. Live in love. Strengthen the harmony between all living beings, the respect and honor of all living beings. In your meditation, strengthen this. In your actions in the world, strengthen this. And give others the shelter of this meditative perspective in the face of outer difficulties. That is the service you can do, both to create the psychic vibration of harmony and dharma on the planet, to act in accordance with that, and to lead others in this way, in this path. And when the fear arises in your heart that you are ill, that your home is lost, the floods or the storms have destroyed, or the fires have burnt, and all that you have known has changed. Surrender everything at the feet of Paramapurusha and take his shelter. That is my advice to you. These things cannot be changed, but you can hasten the healing through your maintaining the ideation of Dharma and harmony and respect for all life. Are there any questions?
Baba, do you want to predict how long will this situation prevail?
Until the planet is again in harmony. It may take some time longer than your lifetime. It is just beginning.
Yeah, I mean this virus thing before
This
another.
virus, I am not a psychic to tell you.
Okay.
Baba, what in particular from our health practices will be most serviceable to give to people who are afraid of pandemic disease?
Very good question. Maintaining the strength of the immune system through herbs or other means, leading a healthy lifestyle that is in harmony with the planet, eating a vegetarian diet, doing asanas daily, doing sadhana, living in harmony with life. taking the natural health precautions that are recommended, and utilizing the antivirals that are known herbally, homeopathically, Ayurvedically, and the natural herbs and remedies that are there to mitigate flus and viral diseases. These will help, as there is no specific medicine designed for this disease. But these herbal and homeopathic cures will work. Many will work. Some will not, but many will work as they work on the flu. They will work on this virus in ways that the allopathic system has no drug to work. But some of these herbs and homeopathics, they will help. But maintaining the precautionary behaviors, and then taking immune building herbs and substances. These all are beneficial. All right? Is that to answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
You should not think that everything is ineffectual because it is a novel virus. The Western medications that have been targeted to the other viruses, they are ineffectual. But these herbal and homeopathic cures that are for general symptoms, they will be effective. Many of them, not all, but many. In fact, they may be more effective in some cases than they are with the general seasonal flus.
Baba, can you specify some herbs?
Those that are designed to increase immunity. The colloidal silver will also be effective. As well as the homeopathics. But I must tell you, they are not cures. But they may help you to fight it off. All right. Is there more? The main thing is to address the fear. It is bound to come, both with this and with the other events that occur. It's bound to come. And you must offer it to Paramapurusha and go deep in your sadhana beyond this fear. Let your hearts and minds be with the infinite and recognize the transitory nature of life. The body feels threat and it will produce fear, but the mind can separate from the body when there is a situation that produces fear. And ground yourself, do things to take care of yourself. Distract yourself if you need to, but go always to the infinite, for there you are eternal being. Nothing of this physical world can touch you. All right?
Thank you, Baba.
All right.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Do not worry, the world will rally together on these problems that face the world. But this virus will not be the last problem. All right? That is the issue. But the world will begin to unite, to rally, to fight these things. The future is bright. Remember this always. It is bright. All of this will have good results in the end. All right?
Thank you.